Hey, Blackhawk, it's Christian here. And I just want to encourage you today, let you know that the church is still strong. A lot's happened in our world and a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear that's spreading around. But um, your church, our church, Blackhawk, is still going strong. From the several few volunteers that show up every week to faithfully stream the live service, to the thousands of you, literally, that watch all around the world. Um, it's just really incredible. You have given faithfully, and our budget is still strong. You have showed up for, as we've asked, requested items and to impact our community, and that has been incredible. The incredible response, and not only our church, Blackhawk, is still strong, but really the church of God, the kingdom, is still very much alive and active. When Jesus said that I'll build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it, that included pandemics and COVID. And even though it may have kept us in our homes and kept us socially distanced, it hasn't kept the gospel from going forward. um, Churches all over the world are reporting record numbers of online salvations. And also, even here at Blackhawk, we receive messages every week of people that have been impacted by our services and by the work that you're doing as a church family. In fact, we even got a message this past week from a family in China that had a connection with Blackhawk before and is now living in China and has been watching and now really considers Blackhawk their home church all the way from China. And so it's a different world that we live in. We don't know exactly when we'll be back, when we'll be able to safely return. We're working on all of those kind of plans right now. But really today, I just want to be able to encourage you and let you know what's kind of what's going on, give you a behind the scenes look of some of the things that we have. And so first, I have a call. We want to jump in here with Linda Pearson and give us a quick. She's going to give us a quick update on just some of those things that have been happening in and around our church. Hey, Linda, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great, Christian. How about yourself?
Doing really well. So, as you know, when the world has changed a lot in the last 6 weeks. In fact, I realized today I filled up my car with gas and I paid $1.20, which I got to thinking, I don't think I've ever paid $1.20 for gas. And when I was in college, when I left high school and in college, gas was right at like $1.85, $2, and then over the next like several years, it jumped up pretty quick. So when I was pumping this morning, I thought, this is like something's wrong with the pump. Like, what? That's all, what's going on? So a lot has changed. But I know when all of these changes began to happen, we really started looking for creative ways to serve our community. Our heart is to light the 1-5 and to be in our community and to serve people and to love people. And even the coronavirus wasn't going to stop that passion in our leadership here and in our church and our members. And so we began to seek out some creative ways to, like, what do we do? How do we do this? What Give us some highlights on what all has happened in our community.
Yeah, Christian, I think from the very beginning, we were really committed that the church wasn't going to shut down, that we had new avenues. As some doors close a little bit, you look for new ways that you can be Christ to those of you around you. So early on as a church, we started looking at that. And one of the first things we did is we partnered with the rescue mission and we did collections, and they were great to work with and appreciative, yeah, for those desperately poor people in our city that we want to touch. We've also done a blood drive for the Red Cross and opened up our building. And we know the need for blood goes on and on and on. So we've had a successful one. Those filled all of our spots. Our people stepped up and, yeah, we were able to meet our community. And now moving forward indefinitely until we hear something different, we are doing every single week, Monday through Friday, 9 to 1. We're doing a distribution collection of food that then we're taking to associated churches. And again, it's the way our church can get outside of our walls and go out into our community and make a difference.
I have been, I think that's one of the things I've been so encouraged by is just to see that our people, Blackhawk and just stepping up and saying that we're going to keep taking the gospel forward. We're going to keep, that light going forward. That must be really encouraging to you too.
When you start these things, you start out of the gate and you wonder, will this be successful? Will it meet a community need? But for one to see our own church step up and really be passionately involved has been so encouraging. But then on the flip side of that, to hear from some of our community partners out there that have needs, to see how it's fitting a need is just, it's really made me proud to be a part of the Church of Jesus Christ, whether it's Blackhawk or any other church, to know that we can still be his hands and feet. It's really awesome.
Well, and we appreciate the work that you've done to help keep us going too. I know you were, I think, the first one that was in contact with Roger at Associated Churches. Is that right?
Yep, we were looking for ways, so we just kind of looked out into our community, and I emailed Roger because that's the only contact I had, and he responded immediately. And yeah, he's just been nothing but a pleasure to work with.
That's really encouraging. We actually that's where we've got Roger standing by, so we want to let you go and say thank you and jump in with him and see hear from him on how it's going. Thanks,
Okay,
Linda.
thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Good afternoon. How are
Hey, I
you?
haven't met you before, but I'm Christian. Thanks for hopping in on this call. Tell me a little bit about, I guess, your role there with Associated Churches and what you guys got going on.
Yeah, well, I'm the executive director of Associated Churches, and one of the many ministries that we provide to our community of Allen County is, of course, the food bank system, which you folks have been a blessing throughout this crisis. And so yeah, I understand that you're continuing to donate, and we so appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess that's where you're at now is your warehouse there?
Yeah, exactly. I'm in the food bank. We have 25 pantries throughout the county, and so out of this spot, that, by the way, is some of your food um, that will go out then to the 25 pantries. We have a vehicle that goes out every day to those area pantries.
Yeah, that's incredible. And how long have you been with the Associated Churches?
I've been a part of Associated Churches for 10 years and
Okay.
going on 11, and so it's just been a real blessing. It's so fun to see the body of Christ come together, and especially around these difficult times. Uh, I hear from congregations, oftentimes maybe I wouldn't hear from, and so they have stepped up in big ways.
Well, no, we appreciate that you guys are continuing. During this season, there's been so many ministries that seem to be, kind of closing up shop as much, which understandably,
Yeah.
and not knowing what to do. But I know you guys are going strong. What's your ministry? How's your ministry changed? Over the last several weeks. I know I'm sure it has.
Oh, certainly. We've had to really rethink about our whole delivery system, and so we want to certainly protect staff and volunteers, and so we've had to really harden our defenses around this whole Corona thing, and so different forms from drive-through, kind of pick up at the local pantry levels, and by the way, most of the pantries are churches, our local congregations. And so we see that as the body of Christ really coming together. Certainly, we all need food, and so food is important, but there's also a host of other ministries that are provided as well. And so yeah, we've had to do a lot of changes, protective gear, but we're working hard and staying in the fight.
And I know we're still gonna, our plan is to continue to collect. We have that trailer that sits right outside our church that we're asking people to come and collect. Are there other ways that we can let our people know that they can partner with you guys? I mean, are you guys in need of boots on the ground or volunteers, or what does that look like?
Yeah, well, we don't know certainly how long this is going to last, and hopefully we're on the other side of it. But most of our volunteers are up in years, and so perhaps maybe more vulnerable than others. That's some talk about that, and so there are times in which we've taken back the more vulnerable volunteers and put in uh, some scout units or others who have stepped in to help. But overall, we seem to be doing well in manpower. Um, Certainly, our concern is the wave or the flood of demand, keeping up with that, and then also purchasing more product to keep up with that. There has been quite a surge, but um, the body of Christ, the Christians have responded in big ways. And so I'm so grateful and thankful, especially around Blackhawk, all that they're doing. And so financial help is always needed. I can just buy more than you could at the grocery store with that $1. So um, certainly that's helpful.
Yeah. What um trying to think through. Well, I wanted to get covered. What is there anything else that you for sure you wanted to make sure that you said or that we knew or that was on your mind?
So I'm just so thankful for the Blackhawk community and how they've responded to come up beside Associated Churches in this time. What a wonderful, wonderful testimony. So I'm just so grateful for that, and just ask for your continued prayers around the delivery of food to vulnerable people. And so thank you, Blackhawk, for being sensitive, so sensitive to the needs of our community and the way that you respond. What a blessing you are.
Well, thanks so much, and thanks for just taking a few minutes out of your day to chat. I don't think I have a ton else, um, but we're very grateful that for the work that you guys are doing and being able to partner with you during this season and seeing what that looks like in the future too.
All right, my friend.
All
You
right.
stay safe and take heart. You're right. God's still on the throne.
He is. He
Yeah.
is. Thank you. Thanks, Roger.
All right. Take care, friend.
Uh-huh.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
We're continuing to take items until further notice. You'll be following our social media and our website to let you know. Sometimes those items may change of what we're trying to collect, but you can find that on our website. I want to check in with some guys that have been working really hard and maybe having a little bit of fun along the way. And so let's see who else we have on the line here.
Hey, how are you, Christian?
Good, Christian. How are you?
Hey, good to see you. Hey, I know it's we've been kind of talking on this video just about how a lot of things have changed lately, and some people have slowed down, but I know you guys have been really busy as with just tons of things to keep our church going. Give me a little update on what you guys as weeks have looked like here.
Yeah, so this unfortunate event has been kind of a blessing for us. It gives us some more time to really focus and do some detail work. We've painted restrooms, painted classrooms, walls, been in locker rooms. We've been stripping floors, and that's taken it all the way down, starting over, re-waxing. We've started mowing because it's starting to get nice out. We've been doing some landscaping, some edging, some hedge trimming. It's been a little bit of a blessing for us just to kind of have some free time with school. It takes so much of our day with the setups and the lunches and everything that we can't always focus our time on what we really want to do. We've also got to do lots of PMs as far as our HVAC, filter changing. Obviously, we've been disinfecting every room constantly because we do have some trickle in of teachers still and people in rooms. But it's been really good. So Reese, you got anything?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of coined it our first summer this year. It's a little different for us. So we're kind of getting most of the things that we wanted to do in the summertime done now, along with the disinfecting and being cautious of everything that's going on, but just really getting ahead of the game.
Yeah, we don't know when we'll be, when everybody will be back, but it sounds like, you guys are doing a great job of getting it ready. So we're prepared to receive people as soon as it's safe and as soon as we can. And you've also, I know, been helping out a little bit with our Associated Churches project.
Yeah, that's been a really neat opportunity. It's kind of outside of our normal work, and we're blessed to do it. We've got to know Chris down at the Associated Churches warehouse, and they've been asking for baby items, water, dry
Hygiene.
goods, hygiene.
Yep.
And we've been blessed. We've taken three loads now.
Yep.
We're open 9 to 1 Monday through Friday. And if you needed assistance putting on the trailer, like setting it outside, we can do that. One of the neatest blessings is we saw somebody probably 80 years old coming to do it, and we've seen people in their 20s doing it. So it's just really been neat to see the church working, and we're just a very small piece. Like, it's fun for us to get to drive down and unload and deliver. It takes 10 minutes of our day once we get there, and so I mean, we're talking half hour of our day, but I would love to do it. It's so exciting. We're like, yes, it's delivery day. We
Yeah.
get to go down. So
Yeah, I don't know about Tate, but for me, it's kind of fun to go in there a couple times a day to see what's been happening and what's been dropped off, because it's a blessing within itself, but it's also encouraging to us that our community wants to help out. So
yeah, I'm very proud of our church and community, because it's been fun to take those 3 loads, and it's quite a bit of stuff when we're taking it. It's not like we're taking 10 boxes or something. We've got these huge pallets of boxes that we're taking down, and so it's been really fun.
Yeah, and I know they're super grateful. We spoke to them a little bit earlier today, and so I've also heard that you guys have been having a little bit of fun along the way. So I'm not sure what we have here, but let's. I think I've got some videos to show. So let's take a look at that. Anyway, all right. Well, hey, you guys keep working hard. We thank you so much for everything you're doing, and stay safe, have fun, and we'll hopefully be ready to receive everybody back real shortly. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
We'll
we're
see you.
excited to see Blackhawk again. We miss you all.
sure do.
All right. Bye. As you can see, we still love to have fun here at Blackhawk as we work, and we just want to again just be an encouragement to you today. Let you know that the gospel is still going out, the work of God is still continuing, and you can still continue to be a part of that through participating in our online service, through participating in weekly life groups, through Zoom calls, through your giving, through the items that we're collecting. We're still being the church. We're still in our community. We're still lighting the one fight. Well, thank you. We'll see you.